Okay, I'm getting a little bit better with the camera thing right now. Kind of just figuring things out a little bit. What's up, library? Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of an interesting video because I'm going to put this video up in places that isn't the library. And the goal here is to start talking about what I've been doing with my library videos and why I'm using library instead of YouTube and stuff like that. And I'll usually get the same thing. It's like, oh, why don't you just post your stuff on YouTube? You'll suddenly become famous in 5 minutes and all that crap. It shouldn't matter. First of all, it shouldn't matter. Second of all, there are a ton of arguments against the entire idea of just like everybody keep using just one service when it comes to this kind of stuff. We have to begin at least trying, to at least some extent, trying to get away from just using Twitch and YouTube for everything. So, now there's a reason why I chose LBRY fundamentally over something like BitChute. I could probably mirror my stuff on BitChute actually if it's an easy thing, but for a little while right now I'm trying to build my audience on LBRY exclusively because I want to try and grow in this current space right now to a certain point, and then I'll start to branch out a little bit on the rest of alt tech. But I'm not planning to really ever come back to YouTube. So if you're seeing this video on YouTube, I'm going to tell you what you're missing. I've been doing lots of game development videos, mostly virtual reality. I've been doing updates on my game Revulsion. I've been doing updates on Worlds in VR chat. I've been talking about philosophy and just general thoughts about things in general, just all kinds of stuff. I've gone on all kinds of different rants and discussions, from talking about how we're transitioning into a network society versus mass society, where we're going through all this extra cool stuff, and I've got camera like angles and silly stuff. It ranges actually maybe a little bit too much. I'm gonna say that right now. It might actually range a little too much. You don't know what you're getting. Like on my channel, you one video will be about game development, and another one will be like looking at uh, anime girl butts in VR chat or something. Like, you just don't know. Also, happy Halloween, everybody. So tonight's going to be kind of an interesting one. I'm probably going to get a lot of footage of partying and stuff like that. It won't be any real like development related stuff, but it'll be really interesting to kind of see um how it actually pans out. I'm actually I have absinthe and energy drink, and one of the cool things about this channel that I have on LBRY is I'm also showing a sort of a sneak peek into what it's like to hang out on the more wacky, more wild, more adult side of virtual reality. The side of virtual reality that you don't normally get to see unless, like, not the Ready Player One crowd gets to see, but, maybe more of the nightclubs. And actually, Ready Player One did touch on a lot of these topics, they just didn't really go into it. Well, this is sort of that. Like, we're getting a chance to actually see the big parties, the tons of people, events where there's just like, DJing, and in this club here where there's people, there's people just fill this club up, and we have 80 people in here, and we'll be partying, or I just recently watched a show, and I put up multiple videos. Porter Robinson did a live show in VR chat. Well, it wasn't live. There were a lot of events where the artists were there in the world, and they did pre-recorded event things, but it was absolutely amazing, like light shows and stuff like that. Um, so with that said, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm probably gonna keep making like the occasional video just to kind of go over there and be like, hey, in the description, go to my LBRY. Oh, but I don't want to have to use another thing. Well, tough. You're gonna have to. Welcome to the future. Stop. Actually, I don't even really understand the whole entire idea of like, oh no, I don't want to. I don't. I would really rather just use like this one page. If you use this one page, it causes huge problems, lots and lots of problems. It gives Google way too much power. It gives them the ability to fuck over your favorite creators. If there's no fear of competition, then they can do anything that they want to anybody they want at any point in time. They can deplatform people. They can do all kinds of stupid, horrible bullshit. All right, click the link and and help out at least, you know, for now. Now I'll be getting on the BitChute. I'll probably put this video up on BitChute as well, but the idea is very simple. Okay, LBRY is my main home right now, my main stomping ground right now. Now, the reason why I chose LBRY over BitChute is actually worth mentioning is because I don't view BitChute as being fundamentally different from Google's YouTube. The reason why is BitChute is still, it's not a decentralized architecture or anything like that. Maybe they can fix that. Maybe that's something that will get fixed. Maybe it's not that big of a deal right now, but it's sort of like at this point in time, it's sort of like, oh, we have more benevolence than YouTube. That'll only last for so long before something happens, and you know, and I'm telling you, BitChute in 5 years will probably is not going to be all that different from YouTube. They're going to be banning people and doing stupid shit too. It just happens. But if you have a decentralized architecture where you don't really have full control over the content creators, then anything's really possible, and we can just kind of sidestep this whole entire bullshit and just get on with our lives. You know what I mean? And that's what LBRY represents to me. So does DTube as well. So with that said, I'm just gonna have to say this right now. Like for now, help me continue to develop on this, um, and I will make it a habit to kind of reach out to other places and say, hey, come on over here, check this out. We've got cool stuff. There's things going on. There are neat things happening and stuff like that. On my LBRY channel. If you One of the really cool things about LBRY is that if you register your LBRY account, whenever you view my videos, I get cryptocurrency. So just your viewing, you don't even have to do anything, not even an upvote or a support or anything like that. I actually get paid just for you viewing my content right now, right? And right now we are in a point where getting 1,000 views or something like that can be pretty substantial for me because, who knows what the currency is going to be worth in a year. We're right before a bull run in the crypto market and everything like that. Everything's ready and poised, and it's all just getting ready to happen. So I'm gonna say this right now. I'm really enjoying myself in LBRY, and I've been uploading 2 to 3 videos a day. I mean, I try to do 2 videos, but every once in a while I get so much content that I actually upload 3. And it's game development, it's degenerate bullshit, usually very degenerate stuff, um, and sometimes philosophy, where I just kind of go on a rant and I talk about things. Now, so with that said, I think it's actually a good idea that I do say, hey, what's up, YouTube? I got multiple YouTube channels. I'll probably upload this video on both of them just for the fuck of it, just to see what happens. But with that said, wonder why the video player in here froze. It's probably because I have this camera up. This camera that I got right here, this like fancy camera, it records everything at a much higher detail rate and everything like that. But I can't use it for everything because it's a little bit too over the top. Like maybe if I get a better budget, fully upgrade my computer to like the latest stuff, I'll probably be able to do this camera without having to worry so much about the performance hit. But it's definitely really good for vlogs and stuff like that. So let's see. Was there anything else that I can say? I don't really think there's a whole lot else to actually bring up. So yeah, okay. So in the description is my LBRY channel. Follow it, and if you can, um, try to register your account so that you can view my content and I get actual cryptocurrency for it and everything like that. All right. So with that said, take it easy, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Well, I hope to see you guys on my library.